The world was left in collective disbelief when news broke that George Clooney, the legendary actor, director, and humanitarian, had been rushed to the ICU. Sources close to the Clooney family have confirmed that the situation turned critical very quickly. George, known for his strength and energy, was initially thought to be suffering from minor complications, possibly exhaustion or fatigue from travel. But as his condition worsened, doctors had no choice but to admit him into intensive care. George Clooney has faced physical tolls before, especially during grueling shoots and humanitarian missions, but this situation is different. This is life-threatening. And for the first time, his normally composed and brilliant wife, Amal Clooney, has spoken out in a way that moved millions across the world. Amal Clooney is no stranger to high-stakes situations. A prominent international human rights lawyer, she has stood before world leaders, courts, and political adversaries with unmatched poise. But nothing could have prepared her for this, seeing the love of her life lying unconscious, surrounded by machines, battling to live. Reporters gathered outside the hospital caught a rare and haunting moment. Amal, normally shielded by privacy and her career's gravity, stepped into the spotlight with tears streaming down her face. Her words, barely audible through emotion, left everyone in silence. "He's everything to me. I can't imagine life without him," she whispered to the cameras before walking away, unable to hold back her sobs. The moment was captured, replayed, and shared by millions. It wasn't a statement prepared for the media. It wasn't polished. It was raw, real, and profoundly painful. George and Amal Clooney's relationship has always been admired, two giants in their fields, deeply in love, raising a beautiful family, and supporting one another through it all. They've always presented a united front, from high-profile red carpet events to quiet humanitarian missions. But now, that bond is being tested in ways no one could have predicted. Amal has reportedly not left the hospital since George was admitted. Friends close to the couple say she's been by his side every hour, refusing to go home, sleeping in a chair, speaking softly to him even when he's unconscious. She believes in the power of presence, one insider shared. She wants him to know she's there, every second. As the world learned of George's condition, the internet erupted in messages of support. Celebrities, political figures, fans, and fellow activists began flooding social media with tributes, prayers, and memories. Julia Roberts, Brad Pitt, and Matt Damon were among the first to speak out, all emotionally moved by the news and urging people to send their best wishes. But perhaps what has most deeply resonated with people is not just George's medical battle, but Amal's strength and transparency. She isn't just a wife right now, she's a woman shattered but standing tall, doing everything in her power to hold on to hope. Her vulnerability has inspired women around the world, who are now sharing stories of their own losses, their own pain, and their own hopes for healing. Hospital staff have remained tight-lipped about the full details of George's condition, but it is confirmed that he remains in critical care. He's being monitored closely, with specialists from multiple departments brought in to stabilize his vitals. According to sources, the next few days will determine everything. George's family has flown in to be near him, including his sister Adelia and some of his closest friends. Amal's parents have also reportedly arrived to support her emotionally. The hospital wing where George is being treated has been sealed off for privacy, with increased security in place to manage the media frenzy. For George, who has spent decades in the public eye, this moment is painfully ironic. He's given his life to both entertainment and justice. He's spoken out on everything from war to famine. He's donated millions, fought for those without a voice, and consistently used his fame for good. And now, in his darkest hour, the world is watching, hoping, praying, and waiting. Despite the severity of George's condition, Amal remains focused on hope. Hospital insiders say she's often heard whispering to George, reading him passages from their favorite books, and even playing soft music they once danced to. It's her way of keeping him tethered to the life they've built, to the love that binds them, to the future they've dreamed of. One nurse reportedly witnessed Amal gripping George's hand tightly and saying, "You're not allowed to leave me. Not yet. We still have forever to live." That single line has since gone viral, becoming a rallying cry for those following the story. Right now, everything is on pause. George Clooney's film projects have been halted. Amal's speaking engagements have been cancelled. And the world, in many ways, has stopped to hold space for one of Hollywood's most treasured couples. No one knows what will happen next. If this story has touched your heart in any way, please hit the subscribe button right now and turn on notifications, because we'll continue to follow this story and bring you every heartfelt update as it happens. Whether you've followed George Clooney for years or just learned about Amal's brilliant work, one thing is clear: their love is something rare, and their pain is something we all feel.